Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. A high fastball is in there. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Career line against Greinke. He has 7 hits in 29 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Austin Barnes will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. And another throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Now here it comes. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Peralta. Running hard. He's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In now, Hyunjin Ryu. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And there are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Chris Taylor. Career line against Greinke. Just a 1 for 9. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Peterson at third with 2 away. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 2-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Now that's popped up. Goldschmidt over to his right. He hauls it in, and Austin Barnes will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. Ryu now on 2-1. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Taylor, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
A 1 pitch on its way. Putter low, 1-1. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And now a balk is going to be called here. He didn't wait till he got set, and that may make things a little easier for them to score that run. He moves up to third now with 2 away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. Stepping in now, Jake Lamb. As he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And here's Corey Seager. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
A ball and a strike. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
How about it?
Striding in, Justin Turner. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Dyson to the track. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Now the relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So here's Matt Kemp now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1 and 1 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season.
And late reactions, and they got him. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Goldschmidt has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Brian Dozier. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. 2-0 now.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Descalzo ranges to his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Now batting, Alex Avila. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Catcher, Alex Avila.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strike.
Counts 1-0.
Now here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Steven Souza, a hit in 2 tries so far. Sent out to straightaway center field. Taylor is there, 2 gone. Into the box, Daniel Descalso. He struck out swinging.
Descalso.
First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Barnes recovers, and that ends the inning. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now at the plate, Jock Peterson. He doubled his last time through. And that one stayed up a little high. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. And right into the shift, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Randall Delgado is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. A.J. Pollock is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now pitching is batting in the 6th spot, number 48, Randall Delgado. Now playing right field is batting in the 9th spot, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Lined into left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to. a day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Flip of his glove for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Andrew Toles will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 60, Andrew Toles.
Ross Stripling gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Ross Stripling.
Ready now, Nick Ahmed. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. 1-1 the count. One and one, here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Dozier. And there's one away. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. A.J. Pollock is newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. 0-1, here's the pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Jarrod Dyson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Ready once again, David Peralta. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter, that hard break.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Antonio Bastardo comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage, Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
3-1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. In previous meetings with Bastardo, he's 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Turner has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And they got him. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Ready to take his hacks again, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-1. Was offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jake Lamb will be next. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. Softly hit out to short. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close.
Now batting,
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jake Lamb. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hader, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2 out, nobody on. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch outs here to the. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Chafin takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now catching and batting in the 6th spot.
He's set and the pitch. Just got a piece up the line, but that one rolls foul. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Drilled down the line. Lem is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke, and the runner back safely. Dozier stands at first with 1 out. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Now the 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Pitch out, nothing doing. Quick check on that tying run at first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Arizona used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Lying the line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Seager is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2, here it comes. Popped him up. Headley has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in, Jose Pirela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading out for the Padres.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Corey Spangenberg is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're lasting.
Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to add you there. How frustrating executing a pitch and there's an
It is, Dero, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hosmer leads off first with 1 away. It's 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. On the move is Taylor. And he makes the catch for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like To me, he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
2 balls and a strike to Chase Headley. Two out with a man at first. This one's flared off to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate, you know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Bellinger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's Brian Dozier now.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
And it's fouled away. Now here's the pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Another 0-2 coming. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
A swinging bunt to the mound, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Standing in, Kike Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leave one. They trail this one 1-0. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dodgers have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Settling in now, A.J. Ellis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Matt Strom. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 2.
Digging in, Jose Perella, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
3-0 to him now. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Spangenberg. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that. Stepping in, Austin Barnes. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Now here's the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
3-0 to him now. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. 1 away here to begin the 3rd. Next for the Dodgers, Alex Wood.
Alex Wood.
Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to 3rd. And there's out number 2. Into the box now, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Hosmer on the move, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Eric Hosmer, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
The right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hunter
He takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Nope, that's foul.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Chase Headley. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope,
and he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Boy, he looks strong up there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground to short. Seager has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. You can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Corey Seager becomes the first out of the inning. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all, as he's into second with a 2-out double. And there you see the Dodger leaderboard in that category, as he currently ranks second best on the club. Getting a few steps off of second there. Now the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Kemp, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about him. The 0-1 delivery. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 3-1 grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Popped him up. Hosmer is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot.
Leading off the 4th.
Here comes the first pitch.
Center fielder.
And that one just missed outside. Missed with a breaking ball. Now the 2-0 home. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The 2-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base pass.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now in the box, Freddie Galvis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 0-2 once more. Is a curveball taken low for a ball. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Galvis is retired, 2 down now. In now is A.J. Ellis. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
The 0-2 once more is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Kike Hernandez.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. One away.
Now batting.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Alex Wood. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be out.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Pirela. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The count now at 2-1. On the ground to the right side. Dozier has it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Next to the plate for the Padres, Corey Spangenberg. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Bellinger's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Popped him up. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Chris Taylor. He'll start the inning and move back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Taylor gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Perella is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And will step off and fire to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now a snap move over to first. And the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Runners off for second. This is line to left. Perella is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Now a throw to first, doubles up the runner. Tough luck that time as he got stuck in no man's land following the line drive on the hit and run. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe, he's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.